Welcome to Dirksón Photography. My name is Dirksón and we are going to show you how you can be a more successful photographer. And I have another story how I got into wedding photography, and maybe it is of use to you. So very often I go out on the street when I have nothing to do and talk to people on the streets and take pictures of the people on the streets. And I was talking to a woman, Daniela, and she said, no, pictures, no, but do you do also wedding photography? Until then, I didn't do it that often, 1 or 2 times, and I said, yes, of course. And I got to take pictures at the wedding some weeks later. And on that wedding, I met a couple, Chris and Fatou. On the same day, Chris asked me, hey, we like the way you take the pictures. If the results are good, if the results are great, we want you to take pictures at our wedding as well. And I got a new wedding photography assignment on that same wedding day. So talking to a person on the streets led to a wedding, and on the same day got another wedding. And that couple, Chris and Fatou, also told about me to another couple, Jessie and Ollie. So I got to take pictures at their wedding day as well. And also a friend of Daniela, who also got married just some weeks later, didn't have a photographer, so I got to do the wedding as well. So from talking to a person on the street with no expectations at all, just positive thinking, expecting good, but nothing is spectacular, I got to a wedding. From there, I got to another wedding, and to another wedding, and to another wedding. And it's very nice when you are on a wedding and get recommendations on the same day, because you get to see the same persons in a way on the next wedding. Because Daniela and her husband Christoph, I got to see on the wedding of Chris and Fatou. And also Jessie and Ollie. And Chris and Fatou went also to the wedding of Jessie and Ollie. And on that wedding I have to be careful with the names, of Jessie and Ollie, there was also another couple. I always like to take pictures of everybody who's there. So when a person can come to the wedding, he can relive the wedding just through the pictures. And the couple can take a look, well, who was actually there, what kind of dress did he or she have on, and so just to have more time with the wedding after the wedding. Photos of the details. So a person who didn't go to the wedding can see all the wedding just from the pictures. And on that wedding of Jessie and Ollie, there was another couple, Katrin and Patrick. And after the wedding, I heard they got engaged as well, and they want my telephone number to ask me to take pictures of their wedding, which is in 2016. And so what I have experienced is that from one wedding, when there are 100 guests, there are guests that are going to get married as well in the next years. And they want a wedding photographer, probably. And very often they want somebody who they have met before, who they have seen before. How does he work? How well do I feel with him working? Not just the pictures, not just the results, but how comfortable is he at a wedding? Is he a factor that annoys, that always gets into the moment and says here and there and put your face into this direction? Or who is very calm and very pleasant, who I don't even recognize on a wedding, who is not going to interfere with the moment, who is just taking part from a little bit distance, but who captures the emotions. And that's how I do it. And from each wedding there come 2 or 3 new wedding assignments. Sometimes it takes some time. Sometimes 1 year later, I get a call. We have met you on the wedding of him and her. Now we are getting to get married as well. So the key to a successful wedding photography is to get your first wedding and start from there. And you don't need the super duper expensive equipment. Start with what you have, maybe rent a beautiful glass of equipment, and then go from there. You don't start with the super duper most famous wedding photography on your first wedding day. You grow, and your prices grow with your experience. And your equipment grows with your experience and your commitment to wedding photography. That's it.